Hello, I'm Brother Roberto Reyes, and I'm honored to be the speaker at the upcoming webinar for the Carmelite Institute of North America on June 22nd. I'm going to be sharing a very interesting topic that I hope you find interesting too, the Mariology of John of the Cross. I think it's interesting because we know that John of the Cross is one of the greatest spiritual mystics ever. He's a doctor of the church, a renowned Carmelite. He obviously belongs to a Marian order, and yet we can rarely recall him in relation to Our Lady. But that doesn't mean that relationship doesn't exist. Now, it's true that John never wrote about Mary explicitly or developed a treatise like he did with other topics. But Mary is very much present in his writings. Sometimes I think about it as in scripture. How many times is Mary mentioned in the Gospels? Very few. But from those very few instances, we can learn a lot about Mary, we can learn a lot from her, and we can see her great role and the great importance she has. I think something similar happens in the writings of John of the Cross. Mary is mentioned a few times, but it is enough for us to discover the great importance that John of the Cross recognizes in Mary. It is enough to see the relationship that John of the Cross has with Mary. And actually, John of the Cross presents Mary as the model and exemplar of a soul in perfect union with God. That union that all of us are called to achieve. Kind of like that is at the summit of our spiritual journey. And many more things we can learn about Mary, from Mary, and about the relationship that John has with her. What I'm going to be doing at the webinar is to collect these moments, these instances in which Mary is mentioned in the writings of John of the Cross. And as I put them together, I'm going to reconstruct the Mariology of John of the Cross. So if you want to hear more about this, please join us on June 22nd. So together we can go deeply into the thought of John of the Cross and discover the relationship that he has with Mary, the great theological insights that John of the Cross has about Mary that he shares with us. So don't miss the webinar. I hope to see you then. Blessings.